According to John. Jesus went out with his disciples across the Kidron Valley, a place where there was a garden, which he had and Judas, who betrayed him, also knew the place because Jesus often met there with his disciples. So Judas brought a detachment of soldiers together with police from the chief priests and the Pharisees, and they came there with lanterns and torches and weapons. Then Jesus, knowing all that was to happen there, came forward and asked them, "For whom are you looking?" He answered, "Jesus of Nazareth." Jesus replied, "I am he." And Judas, who betrayed him, was standing with him, and when Jesus said to them, "I am he," they stepped back and fell on the ground. And again he asked them, "For whom are you looking?" And they said, "Jesus of Nazareth." And Jesus answered, "I told you that I am he. So if you're looking for me, let these men go." This was to fulfill the word that he had spoken. "I did not lose a single one of those who gave me." But then Simon Peter, who had a sword, drew it and struck the high priest's slave and cut off his right ear. The slave's name was Malchus. And Jesus said to Peter, "Put your sword back in the sheath. I not drink the cup that the Father has given me." So, soldiers, the officer, and the Jewish police arrested Jesus and bound him. But first, they took him to Annas, who was the father-in-law of Caiaphas, the high priest that year. Caiaphas was the one who had advised the Jews that it was better to have one person die for the people. Simon Peter and another disciple followed Jesus. Since that disciple was known to the high priest, he went with Jesus into the courtyard of the high priest, but Peter was sitting outside the gate. So the other disciple, who was known to the high priest, went out, spoke to the woman who guarded the gate, and brought Peter in. The woman said to Peter, "You're not also one of this man's disciples, are you?" And he said, "I am not." Now the slaves and the police had made a charcoal fire because it was cold, and they were standing around it warming themselves. And Peter also was standing with them and warming himself. Then the high priest questioned Jesus about his disciples and about his teaching. And Jesus answered, "I have spoken openly to the world. I have always taught in the synagogue and in the temple, where all the Jews come together. I have said nothing in secret. Why do you ask me? Ask those who heard what I said to them. They know what I've said." But when he said this, one of the police standing nearby struck Jesus on the face, saying, "Is that how you answer the high priest?" Jesus answered, "If I've spoken wrongly, testify to that wrong. But if I've spoken rightly, why do you strike me?" But Annas he sent him bound to Caiaphas, the high priest. But Simon Peter was standing and warming himself, and he asked him, "You are not also one of his disciples, are you?" He denied it and said, "I am not." The slaves of the high priest and the relative of the man whose ear Peter had cut off asked, "Did I not see you in the garden with him?" Again Peter denied it. At that moment, the cock crowed. Then they took Jesus from Caiaphas to Pilate's headquarters. It was early in the morning. They themselves did not enter the headquarters, so as to avoid ritual defilement, to be able to eat the Passover. So Pilate went out to them and said, "What accusation do you bring against this man?" And they answered, "If this man were not a criminal, we would not have handed him over to you." Pilate said to them, "Well, take him yourselves and judge him according to your law." The Jews replied, "We are not permitted to put anyone to death." Well, this was to fulfill what Jesus had said when he indicated the kind of death he was to die. Then Pilate entered the headquarters again and summoned Jesus and asked him, "Are you the king of the Jews?" Jesus answered, "Do you ask this on your own, or did others tell you about it?" Pilate replied, "I'm not a Jew, am I? Your nation and the chief priests have handed you over to you. What have you done?" Jesus answered, "My kingdom is not from this world. If my kingdom were from this world, my followers would be fighting to keep me from being handed over to the Jews. But as it is, my kingdom is not from here." Pilate asked him, "So, you are a king?" Jesus answered, "You say that I'm a king? For this I was born, and for this I came into the world to testify to the truth. Everyone who belongs to the truth listens to my voice." Pilate asked him, "What is truth?" After he had said this, he went out to the Jews again and told them, "I find no case against this man. But you are accustomed that I release for you someone at the Passover. You want me to release for you the king of the Jews?" And they shouted in reply, "Not this man, but Barabbas." Now Barabbas was a bandit. Then Pilate took Jesus and had him flogged. The soldiers wove a crown of thorns and put it on his head, and they dressed him in a purple robe. They kept coming up to him saying, "Hail, King of the Jews!" striking him on the face. Pilate went out again and said, "Look, I'm bringing him out to you to let you know that I find no case against him." So Jesus came out, wearing a crown of thorns and the purple robe. Pilate said to them, "Here is the man." When the chief priests and the police saw him, they shouted, "Crucify him! Crucify him!" Pilate said to them, "Take yourselves and crucify him. I find no case against him." And Jesus answered him, "We have a law, and according to what law he ought to die, because he is claimed to be the Son of God." And when Pilate heard this, he was more afraid than ever. He entered his headquarters and asked Jesus, "Where are you from?" Jesus gave him no answer. Pilate therefore said to him, "Do you refuse to speak to me? Do you not know that I have the power to release you and the power to crucify you?" And Jesus answered him, "You would have no power over me at all unless it had been given you from above. Therefore, one who handed you over is guilty of a greater sin." From then on, Pilate tried to release him. But the Jews cried out, "If you release this man, you're no friend of the emperor. Everyone who claims to be a king sets himself against the emperor." When Pilate heard these words, he brought Jesus outside and sat on the judge's bench, a place called Stone Pavement, or in Hebrew, Golgotha. Now it was the day of preparation for Passover. It was about noon. He said to the Jews, "Here is your king." And they cried out, away with him, crucify him." Pilate asked them, "Should I crucify your king?" The chief priests answered, "We have no king but Caesar." And he handed him over to the crucifix. Please stand. So, they took Jesus, carried him across by himself, and went out to a place that is called the Skull, which in Hebrew is called Golgotha. There they crucified him, and then two others, one on either side, with Jesus in between them. Pilate also had this inscription written and put on the cross, and it read, "Jesus of Nazareth, the King of the Jews." Many of the Jews read this inscription because the place where Jesus was crucified was near the city, and it was written in Hebrew, Latin, and Greek. Then the chief priests and the Jews said to Pilate, "Do not write the King of the Jews, but this man said, 'I am the King of the Jews.'" Pilate answered, "What I have written, I have written." Well, when the soldiers had crucified Jesus, they took his clothes and divided them into 4 parts, one for each soldier. They also took his tunic. Now the tunic was seamless and wore in one piece from the top. So they said to one another, "Let's not tear it, cast lots to see who can get it." This was fulfilled the scripture that says, "You have divided my clothes among themselves, for my clothing they cast lots." And that's what the soldier did. Meanwhile, standing near the cross of Jesus were his mother's sister, Mary, the wife of Clopas, and Mary Magdalene. And when Jesus saw his mother and the disciples whom he loved standing beside her, he said to his mother, "Woman, here is your son." He said to the disciples, "Here is your mother." And without hour, the disciple took her into his home. After this, when Jesus knew that all was now finished, he said, in order to fulfill the scripture, I'm thirsty. The jar full of sour wine standing there, and a little sponge full of wine on the branch hyssop held it to his mouth. Jesus had received wine and said, "It is finished." God was dead and gave up the Spirit. Since it was a day of preparation, the Jews did not want the bodies left on the cross during the Sabbath, especially because the next Sabbath was a day of great solemnity. So they asked Pilate to have the legs of the crucified men broken, the bodies removed. The soldiers came and broke the legs of the first, and the other who had been crucified with him. But when they came to Jesus and saw he was already dead, they did not break his leg. Instead, one of the soldiers pierced his side with a spear, and at once blood and water came out. He who saw this has testified, so that you may believe. His testimony is true, and he knows that he tells the truth. These things occurred so that the scriptures might be fulfilled. None of his bones shall be broken. And again, another passage of scripture says, they will look upon the one whom they have pierced. After these things, Joseph of Arimathea, who was a disciple of Jesus, though a secret one because of the fear of the Jews, asked Pilate to let him take the body of Jesus. Pilate gave him permission, so that he came and removed his body. Nicodemus, who had also come to Jesus by night, also came, bringing a mixture of myrrh and aloes, weighing about 100 pounds. They took the body of Jesus and wrapped it with the spices and the linen cloths, according to the burial custom of the Jews. Now there was a garden in the place where he was crucified, and in the garden there was a new tomb in which no one had ever gone.